Happy WA Day, all you sand gropers. Today we're a polyfarmer handball away from the outskirts of Joondalup in a place that'll make you proud to be West Australian. Not for its good surfing or its spectacular fishing, but because it's home to Australia's largest informal shack community. This Labor Day, we're giving a cut and polish to one of WA's most precious hidden gems, Wedge Island. Located about 160 k's north of Perth, it's close enough that you can get on your bike and come check out the beautiful turquoise coast yourself. So we're not going to delve too much into that. Don't be lazy, get up here. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to go inside the heart of this community and find out what makes them so special. So what are we waiting for? Let's go meet them.
Any excuse to get to Wedge.
It's called Wedge time, so any time of the year is a good time of the year to be up at Wedge.
Welcoming, warm, there's nothing quite like it.
It's a great place, mate. You don't find any better.
Yeah, hi, I'm Moya Carrick.
My name's Rebecca.
My name's Les Wiley. Been here approximately 50 years. I've got neighbours on both sides. I've been here 60 years, now I'm 40.
I've been going to Wedge for 40 years.
31 years.
About 35 years now.
It's a great feeling when you go up to Wedge. You feel like you're going home because it feels like family.
We've made some lifelong friendships. Both of my sisters and I have met our husbands at Wedge.
The best memory I've got up here is meeting my partner Tanya many years ago and starting our own family.
Kids go from shack to shack, and whoever's shack they're at lunchtime, they get fed there.
Enjoying Wedge just the same as we did when we were kids.
Our grandkids have loved it. Now we've got great grannies, and we think that's fantastic, that they all want to keep coming back to Wedge.
When local fishermen built the first shack in the 1930s, the only means of access were a couple of dirt tracks from Lancelin, or, if you were lucky, a wonder run up the beach when the tide was right. That remained the only way in until they built Indian Ocean Drive in 2010. It has no doubt brought some good to Wedge, but that initial isolation was what helped knit this community into the warm beanie that it is today.
Back in the day, we were out in the middle of the bush. There was no roads to where we were.
Whatever you'd forgotten, too bad.
There was no licences. We were just shack owners on a Crown Reserve. So and it was just an old dirt track from Lancelin and across the sand dunes to get up to Wedge back in those days.
You wouldn't have a better experience than at night time driving on that track. Everybody who's been on that track will tell you.
I think it took us about 3 hours from Lancelin, I think, to find our way.
It was very secluded back in the day, and it was very unknown, but once the road went through, people found what we love, what we've grown to love.
Isolation initially, really quite incredible because it made us what we are today. Very tight-knit community.
The beating heart of this community pulses in rib cages made of tin, around about 300 of them. Wedge is an escape from the talking coffee machines and the V6 e-scooters that seem to run riot in the city. And it is in these self-sustainable tin shacks that friendships have been forged to the tune of a diesel generator.
It's a beautiful lifestyle, great for the kids to grow up and enjoy everything that's to do about sustainable living at Wedge Island.
My dad built the shack when I was about 6 years old. Was best mates with the guys that built the shack from kindergarten, primary school, and they all just helped each other build their shacks.
You're off the grid. Not everybody wants a big high-rise resort holiday. They want to feel the ground beneath their feet sort of thing, and had a real holiday, real back to basics kind of holiday, you know. Lighting the chip heater. I like it. I'll never change it unless it falls apart.
You know, people use 5-star hotels. This is 5-star for us. All we need is friendship, great mates, and good company. You learn everything up here, how to live and how to knock around with people. It's the neighbours that make you stay here a great thing, mate.
But fear not, my friend. For us mere mortals can still make the trip up to Wedge and enjoy the festivities she has to offer. And believe me when I tell you, the community here will welcome you with open arms and a cold beer. Wedge is, however, under constant threat. And to find out more, you can visit the website below. But until then, for some free brownie points, you can buy yourself some merch. And get yourself one of these stickers, slap it on the back of your vessel, and you can do your bit in helping save this thick, wonderful wedge of West Australian heaven.
I suppose they call it a moment in time, a frozen moment in time, Wedge Island.